Yeah. Clemson football tie, what it is. Yo, what a difference a day make. Yesterday, it was damn near nothing in the news. Well, it's always something in the news, but it wasn't damn near no interesting topics to cover yesterday. But today, man, we got a goddamn laundry list of topics we can we can choose from, man, because we got the indictment of OTF. Well, not the whole OTF, but OTF members for the murder of Lil Pad. We got YSL mistrial looming. Deals came out. Remember on that live yesterday, y'all? We were just talking about man, what they need to do is they need to offer them boys some deals. But if I was Thug, I wouldn't even take a deal. So kind of find out, Thug has been offered a deal. We got the Menendez brothers. We got the Menendez brothers. Somebody said Dirk got picked up. Oh, hold up. Where's people getting that from? Yeah, I know one thing. I know one thing for certain. Them OTF boys is on cold. Ain't nobody got a story up. You can go to anybody. You can go to anybody on you said Dirk got booked. Anybody page. And I ain't even want to get straight to this, but I guess that's where we at. And ain't nobody got no stories up. You say it's on Reddit. This Chirac tells you right here. Where's that on Reddit? Will you say that on Reddit, Al? Damn. Free Smirk. Someone who's with Woot Up and also followed by him saying free Dirk just a few minutes ago. I was going to assume Dirk is one of the 5 people arrested today. Money making. Let's see who that is. God damn, y'all. It might be a little bit too late for Dirk, y'all. Might be a little bit too late for Dirk. What's the name of that page? Money making what? Underscore money underscore making underscore. Damn, y'all. Go to Poetic Fly, go Twitter. Yeah, you definitely just said that shit. I don't even see his Twitter. Oh, here you go. Fizz picked up Dirk 20 minutes ago. Damn. Mm. Lord Dirt Co-Conspirator 1 got snitched on by co-conspirators to ATF, aka OTF Jam. Co-Conspirator 1 will place bounties on individuals that Co-Conspirator 1 and other OTF members wanted to kill, including TB. As part of the bounty, who's TB? Who's TB, y'all? That's not what's it called? TB, is it? THF. Co-conspirators known and unknown, including to defendant Wilson, will pay anyone who took part in the killings of TB and reward the individual with lucrative music opportunities. Co-conspirator 2, Quando, that ain't his name. Oh yeah, Taekwon Bolden, okay. Co-conspirator 2, known and unknown, including defendant Wilson, will recruit others, including defendant James Lindsay. Yo, I don't know where. Yeah, we gonna have to go to DJ Academics page because I don't know where he got this paperwork from. This paperwork is not on the internet. This paperwork is not on Pacer yet. So I don't know where. And they say Dirt got booked, y'all. 20 minutes ago. The feds picked up Dirt. And these things, you know, he ain't post nothing. Dang. I don't know, y'all. That's crazy. So let's go. See, y'all, this took the whole conversation somewhere else. I ain't even want to get to this yet, but since we already on it, DJ Academics read the paperwork. Like he must got the only copy of the paperwork out because nobody else got it. Somehow DJ Academics got his hands on it, so we got to go to him to see get all the details. I'm sure some of y'all probably heard them, but I ain't broke it down yet. Not like to think I'm better than DJ Academics when it come down to breaking down paperwork, you know. Fuck. What's up? What's up? Hey, yo, but look at this though, y'all. Matter of fact, look at this. Let me show y'all this. Yo, I think the 60s had something to do with this shit, y'all. Look at your man Brick Baby when he finds out. Look at Brick Baby when he found out. What's up, Michael? Thank you, brother. When he found out that them boys got arrested. Check him out. What's going on with Brick Baby Fed case anyway? Federal agents have reportedly picked up Lord Dirk just moments ago. Damn, that shit circulating. Lord Dirk reportedly picked up by the feds. What is that? Damn, yo. Yeah, straight up, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. But check this out. Check this out. This is Brick Baby finding out that them boys got arrested. Look at his face, y'all. Look at his face, y'all. It's all over the floor with numbers and shit to call. That's that new shit. Wait, they got charged by the feds? Nothing like it pops up. Let's go real quick. Goodbye. They got charged by the feds. Hey, Omani, you're the man, but I really appreciate meeting you. I really appreciate meeting you. Shit, back in the day, Vegas and they just all over the floor with numbers and shit to call. That's that new shit. Wait, they got charged by the feds? Nothing like it pops up. Let's go real quick. That boy in deep thought. Fuck you, what do you think is so hard for over there, man? They got charged by the feds. Hey, Omani, you're the... Everybody else continue with the conversation. What ain't true, Edward? Yo, they had to set, somebody set them up, yo. Quando Rondo was set, they was set up, man. They was set up. Them boys wasn't in California. They came to California. Let's get to the whole paperwork. And look at this. The crazy thing about it, this add credence to the paperwork. Cause look, he dropping videos. OTFD did. You saying Dirk ain't get booked? I don't know. I mean, we don't know for certain.
Damn, Draco, you made this? Put the cat up on the E-way, we got the district on this beat. Boy, you better not be no fool, cause you know this a one-way street.
Remember the paperwork. Who said he got picked up in question? Who said this? Where y'all getting this from? Did Dirk say this? Did Lil Dirk post something? These boys ain't post nothing. Go back to the Flacco page. I don't even like I don't even like going to these guys for references for real, y'all. Like, really don't. Let's see. Yeah, Tristan News don't fuck with me. He watched my videos though. So he was picked up, not arrested. He watched my videos. I appreciate it though, Edward. Shit, that's how I appreciate it. He was picked up, not arrested. He hasn't been charged with anything. As long as them boys stay quiet, yo, they ain't gonna have nothing to worry about. Dirk gonna be all right. Because I think Dirk knew this was coming. Y'all. You say hip hop knew, what a lame ass thing to talk about. She talking about, John? She talking about pimping. Let's check, let's get this paperwork. This is gonna be a long live, yo, because I had a list of things I wanted to discuss before we actually got to the work. Oh, no. Shit, I appreciate it. Tristan News, Tristan News done got into it. Well, not really got into it, but he done came over here a few times, and we talked about his cooperating. It's on my page. What's up, Breeze? Yeah, we talked about his cooperating. Yo, god damn. Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if y'all want to support the platform. Cash App, Baltimore Swag, support the movement.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
Call the local. The academy.blog.
Man, that paperwork ain't on
I went to the mall with security to go get clothes for. Why were we there?
What the fuck?
Oh.
So let's go to this paperwork. Academics read it. He the only one that got it for some reason. Nobody else has it.
Fortunately, we're now hearing from the feds because they filed federal charges today, or they unsealed it in federal court in California.
See, yo, them boys don't give me credit, y'all, because I ain't on the in crowd. You know, you gotta be on the in crowd to get credit. But they present it to their followers like they do give credit, but they don't. They only give credit to each other. If you ain't inside that little circle, they'll never give you credit. I done broke a lot of stories on the internet. Whole lot. Never got credit for them.
That 5 people were contracted to.
Matter of fact, I actually broke the story when O'Block got arrested for duck murder. I broke that story on the internet.
Quando Rondo in Los Angeles. They did not kill him. Instead, they killed his cousin, known as Lil Pop. We have the full indictment here. By the way, you guys know I read indictments a lot. we're going to put every indictment that I read up here or civil lawsuit, they'll be on this website. Because usually I'm just emailing it back and forth to myself. Now we can just have it somewhere that if you...
Now, Academics is the only one with this paperwork. How'd he get it? I don't know. But he's the only one with this paperwork.
You guys want access to it, you can have it. Or, you know, I'll just read from here. So we're going to read it, but we do want to have a little context to it. So we all know King Von died a few years ago, and King Von died after an altercation with Quando Rondo. Actually, I don't know if the case is final yet, but from what I've heard, they're not going to be pursuing criminal charges on Lil Tim because they're realizing it's kind of self-defense, right? The truth of the matter is, when you look at the video, and I can bring the video up real quick, surveillance.
Did he read the paperwork?
Lil Tim hopped out the car and shot. So we all know King Von died a few years ago, and King Von died after an altercation with Quando Rondo outside of a club that was in Atlanta, and Lil Tim hopped out the car and shot King Von approximately 5 times point blank.
Yo, did he read the paperwork? Oh, here you go, right here.
United Teasy, wow, okay. I don't know if it's that. Somebody who's co-conspirator one. Yo, Quando over here. And others that co-conspirator one, the boss. Similarly, because they're, which is the official place where you can hear about the press reports from the feds about any indictments they get or convictions. Yeah, so they indicted 5 at first, and then they indicted a 6th on a super Ralph Turpin known as
I'm trying to get to the work, y'all.
We like.
I ain't really trying to hear
every time the person says this, substitute with this, whatever. Anyway, so, but it's kind of spelled out kind of similarly because they're usually in a racketeering charge, they do overt acts, which means overt acts is not what you're necessarily being charged with. You're being charged with racketeering, but they're doing the same for conspiracy. So these overt acts is, let's read it. On or about the following dates in furtherance of the conspiracy to accomplish this object, defendants Grant Wilson and blah blah, and these people knowingly committed these acts in Los Angeles. Okay, following the killing of.
See, he don't read the whole paperwork. That's why I need to work, y'all.
About November 6th, co-conspirator 1 using coded language told defendant Wilson. Okay, so now we're hearing. So they know who co-conspirator 1 is because they're saying this guy told Wilson, co-conspirators 2, 4, and 5, and others that co-conspirator 1 would pay a bounty. Now, here's the funny thing. If they're saying this, only way the feds could know this is if there's a snitch already or if there's a goddamn wiretap or some type of text type of communication. And the mere...
So they been put this plan into effect. They probably had the boys' phone tapped. But see, this the thing about phone taps, y'all. They can only tap for a period of time. You know, I think it's like a 3-month time frame, or it depends on how long they ask for the warrant for. But they can't just like tap your phone for years. You know, it's just a certain period of time. Then they can probably go back and get another warrant. That's how it typically works. See, I want to read the whole paperwork. It don't seem like he did that. It's like he just paraphrased through the paperwork as opposed to reading the whole thing. That's why we need to get this paperwork.
In fact, they're saying use it coded language. We got to put 2 and 2 together, people. They either it got to be a snitch or a wiretap. So this is probably a wiretap, right? But
more than likely it's a wiretap.
Anyone would get on the phone after that and really just say, yo, you make sure you score that goal with Quando. You score that goal with him. Like,
see, but this is the thing I hate about the feds. They can coded language can be anything. They can make your words whatever they want it to be. He could have said, "Y'all, I want to order a slice of pizza," and then say that's coded language for ordering a hit on somebody. That's what I don't like about that. They shouldn't be able to do that in court, man. Because there's been a number of times where you see these type of things, like in Boosie case. That's how Boosie beat this case because they was mischaracterizing or mischaracterizing his so-called coded language.
street niggas be having the simplest, like, they be having like their little lingo thinking nobody can figure it out. It'd be like, you just, every time the person says this, substitute with this, whatever. Anyway, so using coded language. So co-conspirator 1, the boss, told Wilson and co-conspirators 2, 4, and 5. Ooh, okay. So this makes sense to, no. Co-conspirator 1 told Wilson 2, 4, and 5. So I guess 3 never was told. So the guy booking the flights never was told. 3 is the guy booking the flights. 2 is the guy who pulled the trigger. 4 and 5 we don't know much about yet, but we're gonna figure it out. And others that co-conspirator 1, the boss, will pay a bounty or money. This is big now.
We gotta
now,
go back.
If we remember the Young Dolph case,
see, I don't, man.
So they're saying
shit pissing me off, man.
Feds, the business Amex for the murder, like, this is gonna be a problem. We got bigger problems. Did you swipe the business? Yo, if you still worried about, oh, this is a tax deduction, let me get this. Music is in an indictment, right? Like, or damn near. Defendant Grant would get the ropes and phones, and he didn't forget the blinks, right? That's exactly what they're saying. He would procure all the shit. They say, yo, we need tape, we need rope and phones, don't forget the blinks. Shit. All right, fuck.
Shit, Ty,
so defendant Grant would get the cars, ski masks, firearms that be used by the co-conspirators to find and track and kill Quando.
They use
FaceTime. Credit card associated with OTF. Oh my God. You can't use the business card. Please, come on now. Please. No business cards for the murder. We can't do this. Chat, we can't use the business credit card for the murder.
Yo, I don't want to listen to this nigga, man.
Yo, if I gotta tell y'all not to swipe the business Amex for the murder, like, this is gonna be a problem.
Yo, how about I just pause it and I read it? Defendant Grant will procure cars, ski masks, and firearms that will be used by co-conspirators to find, track, and kill TB. Using the credit card associated with OTF, co-conspirator 3 will purchase airplane tickets for the co-conspirators to fly to California to murder TB. Defendant Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and co-conspirator 2 would travel from Chicago, Illinois to Southern California via airplane to find, track, and kill TB. Defendant Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and co-conspirator 2 would travel throughout Los Angeles County via cars produced by Defendant Grant to find, track, and kill TB. Defendant Grant Wilson, see, they got the fucking chat on here, so I can't even read this shit.
We got bigger problems. Did you swipe the business? Yo, if you still worried about, oh, this is a tax deduction, let me get this, we're gonna write this motherfucking car off right here. We're gonna write. Oh, y'all niggas wanna fly first class for the murder? I bet we're gonna write this murder.
See, yo, he making a joke out of it. Ain't nothing funny about this shit. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't like when people like him do this. You know, because ain't nothing funny about this. At the end of the day, somebody lost their life. These boys probably ready to lose their life. Like, yo, treat this shit serious, show, and stop making a fucking joke out of every goddamn thing. See, I don't be fucking with that. Just read the goddamn paperwork, man. But see, that's probably the only way he can do it because he don't really understand the logistics of the streets.
Yeah, what? We can't be thinking about writing off the murders. You can't get motherfucking, you can't swipe the credit card, the business credit card for the murder. Okay. Using a credit card associated with OTF, co-conspirator 3, now they're bringing somebody else. Okay. So now we find out that, so co-conspirator 2 is the person who looked like he's kind of a middleman. All right. So I'm trying to keep y'all up. Co-conspirator 1 tells them, you all want him clapped, and him clapped. Okay? Co-conspirator 2 got recruited by OTF Didi. By the way, these are all allegations, so please, I'm not snitching. This is all allegations. I'm only know what was being read. Co-conspirator 2 is being recruited by OTF Didi. Okay? Who recruits all the shooters and everybody who's going to be gang for this murder. Co-conspirator.
We learned in one of them trials we did that they can actually retrieve them video calls. They can retrieve them bitches.
3 comes in because he has the credit card to do the booking. So he's the booker. So he knows how to get the plane tickets, All right, buddy. Before you go kill Quando Rondo, do you want a window seat or you want an aisle? You know, I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. You want a window seat or you want an aisle seat? Okay. Got you an aisle seat, man. You want to get the in-flight Wi-Fi? I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but okay. So co-conspirator 3 is using the OTF credit card to purchase airplane tickets. What the fuck? This is some shit. Like, to this day, I'm flabbergasted that Young Thug.
See, yo, they didn't think that, because this was sloppy. But being as though it happened all on the other side of the world from where they was from, they didn't think they was actually going to trace this back. Yo, but what people got to understand is, yo, these agencies, the FBI, Homicide Division, yo, these people do real work. Yo, you cannot underestimate them people, man. For real. Like, if they want you enough, they're going to spend it. They got the resources. They're going to spend the money. They're going to spend the time. These motherfuckers going to work around the clock, 17-hour shifts, and they're going to get you. But they was thinking since this was all on the other side of the world, it wasn't possible. It was going to be damn near impossible for them to trace this shit back to Chicago. That's why it was so motherfucking lazy. Yeah, Homeland Security. Yeah, that's why I said them agencies. CIA. Them people gonna do the work, man. Maybe Dirk didn't use the cards, but if they saying the OTF cards, they had to been swiped by somebody from the crew repeatedly for them to deem them OTF credit cards.
Went to Hertz and be like, hey, I want to rent the car.
I don't think this indictment is going to reach Dirk.
All right, Woody, take this car. Go kill that nigga. Nut. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who does that? Like, come on. Anyway, so use an OTF credit card. That's the thing about hood niggas, too. Hood niggas never got real credit cards.
Damn, y'all read the paperwork.
So you give them a business credit card. They use that shit for everything, right? Anyway, co-conspirator 3, he's the guy who has the credit card. Cool. He would purchase airplane tickets for the co-conspirators to fly out to California and murder Quando Rondo. Defendants Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston and co-conspirator 2, remember Wilson recruited all of them, will travel from Chicago, Illinois to Southern California via airplane to find, track, and kill Taekwon Bowman. So they're saying the feds believe that they were only there to kill Quando Rondo. Defendants Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and conspirator 2, also co-conspirator 2, remember he was recruited, would travel throughout Los Angeles County. Now, co-conspirator 2, if you ask me, sounds like someone who might be a local to LA. Someone who knows how to move around, someone...
Yeah, 2 of these guys was from LA. That's why I'm telling you that the 60 set them up. 2 of these guys is from LA. Like, yo, you're not just going to book a flight and just ride around the whole Los Angeles until you find them. Like, yo, they had a pretty good idea of where Quando Rondo was going to be, what kind of car he was in, because somebody that Quando Rondo associated with while he was out there told him. I mean, that's the only way this even works. Like, yo, you know how hard it is? Yo, I don't know how many people actually looked for people before. Yo, but that is not an easy task. You understand? Like, in order for that to be successful, you have to have some type of inside knowledge. You have to have at least a parameter of where this guy is at. And if these guys are coming from Chicago, there's no way they can have that without having an influence in Cali. Who's BB?
Who's,
yeah. And that's what I'm saying, yo. I think he going. I don't know how they got this information. I do know that BB has a federal case that he ain't catch no time for yet, which is strange. Y'all seen his face when he found out that these boys got indicted by the feds. But everything is gonna come out.
Could probably get the drop, if you get what I'm saying. Because all these other guys seem really in the OTF universe, but co-conspirator 2 might not be, right? That might change if we find out that co-conspirator 2 talks to 1 or 3. So 1 is the boss who calls the shot, who says who should get killed, and he got money on it. 3, he books the tickets of the hitters, but he probably books mad shit. So he's probably the person booking stuff for OTF. 2 and 3 other guys get recruited by Wilson, aka OTF Didi. Right? Cool.
I don't think Dirk gonna get
Yo, Chad, I
caught
ain't
up
gonna lie
in
to
this,
you. I
y'all,
spent
because I
$100,000.
think Dirk knew this was coming. Yo, Dirk too valuable. Yo, one thing you gotta understand about the industry, yo, is these motherfuckers is directly tied into the government. Like these motherfucking major corporations, Columbia, Warner Brothers, and like, yo, they are directly tied to the federal government. So more than likely, Dirk knew this was coming. That's why it was all the changes. That's why it was getting my motherfucking my record expunged. That's why I was becoming Muslim. That's why I was linking up. Like, y'all don't think it's ironic that right after Dirk's birthday, when he do the show in Chicago with J-Man, 3-4 days later, this indictment come down? I think Dirk is good. I think these boys was aware that, yo, indictments is coming. They got us. You feel me? And that's not saying Dirk told. I don't think Dirk told. I think they already had this information, and they took this information to the record label, and they worked out something like, man, look, well, what you want us to do? Similar to what T.I. did. You know, T.I. got caught with all them firearms, and he had to go through them programs and speak to the youth and do those type of things. That's how he stayed out of prison. I think it's a situation like that. It's kind of similar. I think Dirk, that's why Dirk been making all these changes. That's why Dirk ain't dropped no album in a minute. I think Dirk was aware these charges was coming. Now, he couldn't save everybody. Yeah, he just got to keep right. Exactly. You see what I mean?
For my college education, I felt like it was for this, like, reading comprehension. I'm like, damn, I could read. I could break shit down, man. Shit makes sense to me. Anyway, all right, cool. So now, here we go.
You're right, murder ain't guns. But I'm talking about how, yo, Dirk is making these companies billions. Billions. Yo, you know how much, yo, whoever Dirk is signed to, if they was to lock Dirk up and take him off the streets, you know how much of a financial hit that'll be for them? That'll be a serious hit. That would be a serious hit, yo. And I think them people connected like that, they can make some things happen. Yo. And I think Dirk might be straight. Now, it ain't guaranteed. But I'm just talking about the connection that the industry got with these agencies, yo. It's probably like, it's like this. It's like this. I ain't say J-Man got anything to do with Atlanta. Where you get that from?
Wait, sorry. Okay.
It's the Suburban Times. He got 2 keys.
Wait, all right. Okay. Defendants Grant, Wilson, Lindsay, and Houston and co-conspirator 2 will communicate via cell phone to coordinate logistics and find and track and kill TB, which is Quando. Defendant Jones and Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 would fire multiple shots. Okay, so now we realize it was 3 shooters. So again, one of the shooters, we don't know their name and is not currently locked up, which already tells me superseding indictment. It's no way that y'all know that there's a third person who is a shooter. Now
that don't say shit. They might not know who he is. They just know he was a shooter, but they don't mean they know whoever telling probably don't know dude. Whoever dropped this information probably don't know dude. Now, if these guys that got booked don't tell on him, he might can escape. See, that's why I don't be liking when they be doing that, man. Like, yo, he don't know enough about the system to be breaking down paperwork and be breaking down criminal cases.
Now, I'm going to throw in another monkey wrench into this. This co-conspirator, remember I told you when they name people co-conspirators, they could be unindicted, which means they might be indicted later. Clearly, co-conspirator 1 is unindicted. And he, at least according to Fez, he would be unindicted, right? Or he's dead, right?
They don't possess, so I'm saying that. I'm saying
co-conspirator 2, he could also be dead,
Because he got influence, y'all. They can use
I
him.
don't think he's not indicted, though. I'm going to tell you why. Like, I think co-conspirator won because he has a level of separation in this conspiracy. He never pulled the trigger. He allegedly only told people, I want this guy dead. That's why he's not indicted. Co-conspirator 2, however,
That don't
since
mean
he
shit.
pulled the trigger,
Co-conspirator 1 can get indicted.
he has to either be dead, okay, or he's telling,
No, yo.
okay?
No, yo. That's not all, yo. Or they don't know who he is. Yo, what probably happened is some guys out California got booked. That's probably what happened. Some guys in California fuck around got booked. And they fucking told on everything. You feel me? Like that's what it sounds like happened, yo. Like this indictment came from California. Somebody in California got booked and they knew a little bit too much. Yeah, we all know it's federal. Yeah, that's why I don't like he not reading all the paperwork. I need to read all the paperwork. I need to read all the paperwork. Like it's hard to even do it like this for real. Cause he doing too much talking. He need to just read it.
He's either dead or he's telling.
That a Alvin, that's what I'm thinking, y'all. I really think that, y'all. I really think that, Alvin. For real. What video? What video you talking about, Ty?
Okay? So he might be cooperating. Or he's dead.
Yo, because
But
they had to
it doesn't make
they had to have a Cali connection, y'all, and we only know one Cali. It's only one Cali connection. You said Dirk just posted to a story. What'd he say? We only know one Cali connection. You said Dirk posted to a story, not on his story. You said who the Cali connection? This guy right here. They got a federal gun case that he ain't go to court for yet, and the whole world been waiting on it. This guy right here is the Cali connection.
Shit back in the day, right. Vegas and they just all over the floor with numbers and shit to call. That's that new shit.
Wait, they got charged by the Fed?
Nothing like it pops up.
Let's go real quick. Goodbye. They got charged by the Feds.
Hey, Omani, you're the man, bro. I really appreciate meeting you.
I really appreciate meeting
It's
you.
not fair. Shit back in the day, right. Vegas and they just all over the.
Let's go to Chiractology real quick. Because it's a longer video to that. Yo, we gotta get the paperwork, y'all. I can't. It's hard to do that shit off of academics because he keeps stopping and adding this 2 cents. That's really 1 cent.
You're dealing with this is a professionals. Yeah, you're dealing. They may not act like it in the chat. Professionals. There it is. She got QR codes.
Oh, Alex, that is so funny.
Wait, so
That's like the little Vegas shit back in the day, right. Vegas and they just all over.
Yo, for one, Brick Baby dry snitched. He dry snitched a while ago. He probably the reason they even got on him. Dry snitching ass nigga. He fucking told for real. Like if we really being real, Brick Baby fucking told. I don't think people have already had that conversation yet, but he told. Why would he say that? Yo, why would he say that back in the day? You know, and a lot of people ain't take it serious. Yo, but he told. Yeah, he fucking told, man. It was no reason for him to say that. And how would he know that? You understand what I'm saying? How would Joe know that? I wonder, did he get caught with that firearm after that? before Big Baby did that video where he said that Dirk and them had something to do with Quando Rondo death, was that after he caught his pistol charge or was it before?
Wait, they got charged by the Fed?
Nothing like it pops up.
Let's go real quick.
Look at him. He uncomfortable as a motherfucker. That was before. See what I'm saying? That's a little strange, man. No, I didn't mean to say Quando Rondo. I meant what's it called? My bad, not Quando Rondo. Look how uncomfortable he looked. Everybody else is enjoying the day. And look at him. He fucking shook.
They got charged by the Fed.
Hey, Omani, you're the man, bro. I really appreciate meeting you. I really appreciate meeting you.
Thank you.
Look. I know I ain't the only one that see how uncomfortable he look. That boy look uncomfortable, man. Like he knew what the fuck was going on. Said Dirk posted his album. Well, you know, he posted on the story. That was 3 hours. You know, my computer be wrong on the hours. Album mode. Yeah, I don't think Dirk got nothing to worry about. So let's get back to academics reading his paperwork. Yeah, he look worried. He worried like a motherfucker.
Makes sense that the police know that these two guys did the shooting, but they don't know the third and would unseal this indictment, go to a whole grand jury, and not charge the guy if he's alive. So co-conspirator 2 is either, I should write these notes down. So co-conspirator 1 is either dead or alive that might get charged later. Co-conspirator 2 is either snitching.
Yo, Travis, they set it up. The 60s, yeah, the 60s backdoor shorty, man. That's the only thing that makes sense. Like I said, you know how hard it is to look for somebody, without no clue where they at? LA big as a motherfucker. They had to have the idea he was coming out there. One, because they wasn't already in Cali. They flew to Cali. So they had to have the idea he was out there. They had to know what kind of car he was in. They had to know what area he was in. They set him up. They set him up. I think Brick Baby told, man. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I don't really like saying that, but he did something. That boy look worried. Real worried.
The one can't tell. So that's how it works, right? Like, well, they could tell because 6ix9ine.
That's not how it works, yo. That's the thing. Like, he don't know what he's talking about. I've seen a lot of cases, yo, where people got charged federally and one person, an unindicted co-conspirator or a co-conspirator that's not indicted or is not charged yet. They just don't know who that person is. Like, yo, it's possible, yo, that whoever put this together didn't know who everybody was. I don't know, yo. So he's telling on everybody else, but they don't know the other person. That's not going to stop the police from grabbing the rest of the 4 or the rest of the 3 or the rest of the 5. We just going to get him. Hopefully we can get them to talk and they going to turn him over. But they might not. He might escape it. It happens, you know. It happens.
I don't think co-conspirator 1 is telling. Co-conspirator 2 is telling her dead, if you ask me. He would fire, okay, so those 3 would fire multiple shots at TB, which is Quando, killing...
How did he even get this paperwork?
Pablo was a passenger in Quando's car. Defendant Wilson would pay the bounty. Okay, so, this is big now. Now, if we remember the Young Dolph case,
oh my God,
money, what protected Young Juk, and even if they were going to try to go beyond Young Juk and try to get Gotti, is that the narrative is that there was a $100,000 shooter, which is Justin Johnson. So it was never really no proof that conclusion. On or about the following days, and furtherance of the conspiracy to accomplish this object, the defendants Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and the co-conspirators 1 to 5. By the way, I heard, now we're in this 5 co-conspirators. So we know 3 of them already, right? Remember, 3 is the booker. He books hotels,
Yeah.
flights,
What's up, Scott?
pays for gas. He's
eBay.
just someone with the OTF card. 1 is the guy who tells people to die. Like, yo, we want his head. 2 is involved, but he's a trigger puller.
Yeah.
Number 2 is a trigger puller.
And that's what I'm saying, Travis. Dirt got billions of dollars behind him, yo. Like, yo, for the most part, yo, them labels will protect you. If you that valuable to the label, they'll protect you. And matter of fact, let me say this, because this the shit I be hating about rappers. This what burns me up about rappers, yo. Rappers are able to talk all this gangster shit, sell all this death into the community, but everybody around them get locked up, and they just be, you understand? Like, I don't be respecting that. I don't fuck with that. That pisses me off, yo, because we always see this with these rappers, especially the ones that's at the top. They able to say what they want, talk all this death. Everybody around them go to jail, and they skate free. But the kids that's listening to this, they can't skate free. No, hell no. They gonna get charged with everything they ever fucking tried. That's why, yo, you can't listen to these rappers, yo. If you're a young dude out here, yo, these rappers, they just rappers. Listen to it for music. These guys talk death, talk crime, and don't get held accountable for nothing. Look at NBA Youngboy Plea. NBA Youngboy caught out to 27 months, yo. He got caught with 4 firearms. 4. 2 of them while he was on parole. While he was on federal monitor. And got 27 months in prison. That's it, that's all. Let one of these dudes who influenced by a young boy catch the same case. They're going to give his ass 40. Yeah, that should be pissing me off, man.
Side. Get my notes ready. Because we got to figure out who these co-conspirators are, right?
They got him now. So, he owe up.
All right. So co-conspirator 1. Actually, let me use notes here. Okay. Co-conspirator 1, boss puts bounty on people's heads. I'm writing on a different screen. I'll show you later. Co-conspirator 2 did the slide-in, shot Lil Pop with 2 others. Co-conspirator 3 has the OTF credit card, spending it on flights, travel, and rental cars. Bet. Cool. So there's 2 more co-conspirators. We're going to get to it. All right. Okay, so here's a first overt act. And by the way, this is an overt act in a conspiracy. Is this a conspiracy charge? Hold on. Yeah, they gave him conspiracy. It's interesting. Conspiracy and RICO are kind of like almost like sister and cousin charges.
Yeah,
and I guess they're saying this wasn't a organization.
They both bullshit charges. I don't like none of them. I don't like conspiracy or RICO. Because they so hard to beat. Because they don't really need to prove that much. They bullshit charges. You know, I done told y'all that a million times. All RICO charges is a motherfucking conspiracy charge. You said rewind it? Why rewind it? What we miss? What I miss?
Thing, it was more concerted around the murder of one guy. So that's why it's not a RICO. A RICO would be a pattern of criminal activity based around this organization or whatever the case is, which if we think about what was filed in Illinois in that federal court there, that was a RICO, right? Like, am I wrong?
Yeah, I don't like them charges. I don't like them charges.
Was it OTF 6? What was
it? And they just throwing these RICOs around like it ain't nothing.
Was RICO? Oh, they did get a superseding indictment as well. Oh shit. Yeah, they did get a superseding indictment. Yeah. Oh, yeah, remember. They did one indictment.
Shut the fuck up. It's a goddamn paperwork. Keep up the good work, suit to my man Robert. Barfield for the $5 super chat.
Districts. This is the district in Illinois. Bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in the killing. Now, based on what we're hearing already from that, co-conspirator 4 sounds like the guy with the drop. They learned about his location. He got the drop. He might work at a hotel. He might just be a security guard.
No, he's not.
So 4 got the drop.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, you see what I'm talking about? You don't know what he's talking about. He's a gang member. He's a gang member. No goddamn security guard. They backdoored that boy, man. Yo, that's why, yo, it don't pay to join gangs. That's why, yo, I never ever joined the gang, yo. Well, that ain't the only reason why. But that's one of the reasons why, yo. Every time a gang member get killed, another gang member do it. I done seen this shit with Bloods, Crips, BGF, every gang that I've ever seen. Anytime a gang member get killed, another one of their, I guess we call them compadres. One of their compadres did it. On fuck girl. It's only structured in prison. On the streets, man, them niggas be doing all type of ill shit.
Until we've co-conspirator 4 got the drop on Quando. Cool. All right, we're figuring this shit out, chat. All right, so co-conspirator 4 learned that he was visiting California and stayed at the hotel. So he found out the hotel. So he got the drop on Quando Hotel. Bet. All right, so on August 18th, Grant flew from Miami to Los Angeles on a private jet.
But Quando Rondo knew this. That's why he dropped this flag. If y'all remember, that's what the word was back then. That's why he dropped this flag after that. He dropped this flag because he felt like he got backdoored by his own gang.
That defendant could help coordinate the murder. Wow. This is some big money shit. They flew a nigga on private jet to come clap somebody. By the way, Grant was the trigger man as well. Grant is one of the trigger man. Let me go back. Grant is one of the trigger man. Yeah. It says co-conspirator 3.
Edward, you lost?
Co-conspirator 2 shot.
5 old black members, Edward. 5 old black members got charged. Well, not 5 old black members, but 5 guys, 3 of them from OTF, got charged with killing Quando Rondo cousin.
Oh, we're trying to figure out who. Okay. Let's write down the shooters. Here's the shooters. Oh, so the shooters are. Oh, Grant isn't one of the shooters. So Grant isn't one of the shooters. He just helped plan it.
Yeah, man. He need
Grant
to.
Isn't one of the
Hey,
shooters.
Dennis need to stop doing this. He's not good at this, man. Leave this up to other people. Like, he is terrible at going through paperwork. It's not his thing. Like, somebody need to tell him.
I got all this on like another sheet where we're gonna break this shit down like a kilo of coke, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
You'll think he killing it.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. We're set over at Axe. So Grant flew via private jet. So look like 4 gets the drop that Quando stayed in the hotel. 4 tells Dirk. Oh, I might say Dirk. Co-conspirator 1. I don't know if it's Dirk. Somebody who's co-conspirator 1. Yo, Quando over here.
Yo, what that tell y'all, yo? What that tell y'all? What that tell y'all? What's their connection to Cali?
Okay, by the way, sorry.
If co-conspirator 1 is Dirk.
I'm not going to make any assumptions here. We don't know what. 4 tells co-conspirator. So co-conspirator 4 tells co-conspirator 1, Quando's staying at this hotel. From that information, they then say, get Grant from Miami to LA. OTF Didi, I could say his name because he's charged. OTF Didi recruits
Shit, can
two
they dropping names in here.
and the other guys mentioned. So co-conspirator 2 and the other guys mentioned. Cool.
See, this the thing though,
I
y'all.
bet.
The feds got all this information. It's whether or not they're gonna lock up whoever they're gonna lock up or not. Let's see if they're gonna lock up who they're gonna lock up. But the feds know exactly who everybody role is, what they did, how they did it.
So they flew. Yo, they were so crazy. They were so thirsty trying to kill this nigga. They flew the nigga on private jet. They go, fuck Spirit. Go to the Clearport. We gotta go kill this nigga, Quando. Overt Act 4 on August 18th. Damn, everything went out on the day. Co-conspirators, including Conspirator 5. Now Conspirator 5 comes in. Asked Co-conspirator 2 to travel to Southern California later that day. Oh,
Yeah, he is, man. He just need to read the paperwork.
So, co-conspirator.
Only reason
Co-conspirator.
I'm not reading it because nobody else can find it. I don't know. He got the only fucking copy on the internet. You go to paste it, the bitch not on there. So somebody sent him this. He got sent this paperwork. He probably got friends in law enforcement.
5 asked co-conspirator 2, which he's the only shooter, is kind of making sense to me. Co-conspirator 2 is not part of OTF. Because they asked him to travel to Southern California. Okay. Look like he might be a local guy, right? 4 got the drop. All right. Let's go over this again. Co-conspirator 1 is the boss. Co-conspirator 2, he did the sliding. He did the shots. Co-conspirator 3 got an OTF credit card. He spent it on flights, travel, rental cars. Co-conspirator 4, he got the drop on Quando's hotel. The shooters are co-conspirator 2, Jones and Lindsay. Co-conspirator 5 comes in because he asked co-conspirator 2, who was a trigger man, to go to Southern California that day. All right. On August 18, 2022. By the way, is everybody keeping up with me? I haven't read chat in a little bit. I'm kind of locked into breaking this down. Everybody good?
Remember, co-conspirator 2 ain't get booked. So the same guy who set this up ain't even get booked. Hold on, y'all. So that's why we need the fucking paperwork, man. Did I say that right? Which one of them guys said they got the drop? Was that co-conspirator 2? We need the fucking paperwork, man. I should just
Let's do a real quick little temperature check of the chat. I know when I get into like my breakdown shit, I get on some like Dexter.
Somebody
like
told, yo.
Shit type shit, huh?
Somebody told.
I want to make sure y'all look good. Sometimes y'all be spamming that something.
One of the guys in this case told.
Let me open the chat. Hold on, chat. Sorry.
I don't think it was no OTF members. I think California. I think somebody from California.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. You won't get better breakdowns anywhere on the net besides here, but we gonna get to it. Everybody good,
goddamn lie.
Let's check the chat.
What is he talking about?
Everybody's good.
Nigga breakdowns is horrible.
Perfect. Okay, great. All right, cool. We're breaking all this down.
Charlie.
We're breaking all of this down. Y'all appreciate this breakdown, or is it too long? Like, we could get to the point. Like, but I like to. We gotta break this bitch down. Like, this is like a kilo of coke.
You like to make fun of
the hood for like 10 days.
Like this shit funny.
Cool. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you guys. Okay. Now over at Act 5. Now, co-conspirator 5 or 2 seem local. They seem local. I could be.
One of them is the ones telling. Either 2 or 5. One of them boys from California told on the whole operation.
Wrong, but we'll get back.
Which one was for?
On August 18th, defendant Wilson recruited defendants Jones. Remember, I said Wilson is Didi. Anytime you hear Wilson, you're gonna think Didi, right? Now, Didi's not one of the shooters, but he is supposedly the recruiter of the shooters. Okay? He recruited defendant Jones and Lindsay. Okay, So perfect. Now we're getting a better scope of this. So Didi gets Jones and Lindsay. And then conspirator 5 gets conspirator 2. The shooters are Jones, Lindsay, and conspirator 2. Perfect. To travel to California with the purpose of murdering Quando Rondo. And help facilitate travel by, among other things, texting co-conspirator 3. By the way, who did I say co-conspirator 3 was? Let me see if I got good memory. Got the OTF credit card and spend it on flights, travels, and hotels, right? So Didi texted co-conspirator 3 biographical information about the defendants, Jones and Lindsay, so that conspirator 3 could book flights. Perfect. Makes sense. So he's booking flight.
Who was that? I missed it.
Name, date of birth, and a picture of Jones' ID card. Name, date of birth, and a picture of Jones. We're breaking all this down. We're breaking all of this down.
Yeah, we might just gotta get the paperwork out south, y'all.
Y'all appreciate this breakdown, or is it too long? Like,
I can't do this with y'all.
I like to. We gotta break this bitch down. Like, this is like a kilo of coke today, man. This shit finna feed the hood for like 10 days. Cool? Okay, all right, perfect. Thank you.
All right, forehead to low.
Okay, now over at Act 5. Now, co-conspirator 5 or 2 seem local.
See, he's wrong. Four is the local one, because 4 of them had the location.
On August 18th, defendant Wilson
me.
recruited defendants Jones. Remember, I said Wilson is Didi. Anytime you hear Wilson, you're going to think Didi, right? Now, Didi's not one of the shooters.
How 2 and 5
he is
not
supposedly the recruiter of the shooters. Okay? He recruited defendant Jones and Lindsay. Okay, so perfect. Now we're getting a better scope of this. So Didi gets Jones and Lindsay. And then conspirator 5 gets conspirator 2. The shooters are Jones, Lindsay, and conspirator 2. Perfect. To travel to California with the purpose of murdering Quando Rondo. And help facilitate travel by, among other things, texting co-conspirator 3. By the way, who did I say co-conspirator 3 was? Let me see if I got good memory. Got the OTF credit card and spend it on flights, travels, and hotels, right? So Didi texted co-conspirator 3 biographical information about the defendants, Jones and Lindsay, so that conspirator 3 could book flights. Perfect. Makes sense. So he's booking flights, specifically Jones' name, date of birth, and a picture of Jones' ID card, Lindsay's name, date of birth, and a picture of the defendant's ID card. Now I'm gonna also come back into this, chat. I'm gonna come back into this. Again, unfortunately, we're in hip hop, so we really can't give a fuck about the snitching stuff. Co-conspirator 3 is a prime target to be a cooperator. Co-conspirator 3 seems like their job for OTF is to book shit.
Fuck that.
If the feds come knocking it.
Yo, I'm putting out misinformation. We can't do that, y'all. Y'all, I gotta get the paperwork. It's no way, y'all, I'm allow his narrative to get pushed over here. I'm gonna get the paperwork. I'll probably have the paperwork by tomorrow. I don't know where he got this document from. You feel me? It's not on Pacer. If it was on Pacer, my paperwork lady would have found it. It's not on Pacer. I don't know how he got it. Yo, but we're gonna go over the paperwork the right way. Because I'm not running with his narrative. Because he don't know what the fuck he talking about. And I don't want people to leave here confused. But so far, what we know, Dirk got picked up and dropped off. You know, he didn't get indicted. It's another. They got 3 arrested so far. 2 of them guys is from California. But I'm telling you what I think. And I can say what I think because the feds know if that's the case. I think this guy right here is in some big. I think this guy right here is in big motherfucking trouble. That's what the fuck I think. I think this guy right here thwarted the whole motherfucking investigation. Not thwarted, will jump started the whole investigation. That's just my opinion. Based off of this video alone. Thank you.
Expectations. That's right. No, you're dealing with this is a professionals. Yeah, you're dealing. They may not act like it in the chat. Professionals. There it is. She got QR codes.
Oh, Alex, that is so funny.
Wait, so
that's like the little Vegas shit back in the day. Right. Vegas and they just all over the floor with numbers and shit to call. That's that new shit.
Wait, they got charged by the Fed?
Nothing like it pops up.
Let's go real quick.
Brick baby.
They got charged by the Fed?
That boy
You're
uncomfortable.
the man, bro. I really appreciate meeting you. I really appreciate meeting you.
Look at him. Scratched his face. Look at him.
That's right. No, you're dealing with this
Look.
is a.
He is uncomfortable. Why is he so uncomfortable, y'all? Why is he so uncomfortable, y'all? Yo, look at him. Pay attention to his body language. Look at these guys having a conversation of their lifetime. They'll never forget it. He is totally oblivious to what they talking about because whatever he told them people or whatever. Pay attention.
Yeah, you're doing it. May not act like it in the chat. Professionals. There it is. She got QR codes.
Oh, Alex, that is so funny.
Yo, but people can't even find it on the site. I got somebody try to find it on the site. They couldn't find it.
wait, so
That's like the little Vegas shit back in the day.
Look.
Vegas and they just all over the floor with numbers and shit to call. That's that new shit.
Wait, they got charged by the Fed?
Nothing like it pops up.
Let's go real quick.
Look,
They got charged by the Fed?
Hey, Omani, you're the man, bro. I really appreciate meeting you.
look.
I really appreciate meeting you.
Thank you.
In this, not just that video though. That ain't the only video. In this, told y'all that boy wasn't right. Telling you, that boy ain't right. It's gonna come out. I guarantee it come out. I guarantee it come out. He put them boys together, man. What happened to his fucking Fed case? The bitch disappeared. His Fed case disappeared, man. In this video right here.
Oh yeah, Sloth of Honor. Nobody. Yeah. They say you can't say that no more. Why? Oh yeah, cause no. Like who died?
You can't say.
Why
that
would he
no
say
more.
that?
Oh, cause
This probably when Dirk cut his ass off. Dirk cut his ass off after this. I guarantee you. Dirk cut him off after this.
FBG Cash. Oh.
Nah, cause Lil Pop.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term on it. Like no more slide for mine.
Because of Lil Pop. Now after that incident though.
Oh yeah,
Sloth of Honor.
nobody.
Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, cause no. Like
They
who
say
died?
you can't say that no more.
That boy put that play together. Here, bitch. Yo, put that play together, then told on them boys. That's what the fuck yo did. It's obvious. He said this shit months ago. Months ago, he said this. Look, people back in the comments, this ain't aged well. This was a year ago he said this, y'all. A year ago he said that. How do you know that information? See, yo, but this is what happens, y'all, when motherfuckers want to be a part of shit. I can get that vibe from Shorty. He the type of dude that want to be involved in shit. Should have mind his motherfucking business. Should have mind your business. You ain't had shit to do with them boys. At all. You ain't had nothing to do with that. Should have mind your business. That was their problem. But he want to be a gangster and implement himself in something.
Oh, cause of FBG Cash? Oh.
Nah, cause Lil Pop.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term on it. Like no more slide for mine.
Because of Lil Pop. Now after that incident though.
Oh yeah,
Sloth of Honor.
nobody.
Yeah.
Unless Dirk got another connection in Cali. But I think he was signed to OTF at one point. But I wanted to show y'all something else, y'all. So the other day, right? I think this is important. So the other day, we did a video and we was calling out them Chicago blogs. Them Chicago blogs for platforming the 15-year-old that got killed out there. You know, Q50, lower 50 or something like that. I think that was terrible, y'all, for them to do that. DJU and on the couch TV to put that 15-year-old on their platform and show him to the world, knowing that this is a fucking child. He's a child. You understand? So DJU interviews him about a whole bunch of gangster shit, a whole bunch of drilling, a whole bunch of dissing, and at the end of the interview, try to give him game. You can't do that, y'all. Like, how you gonna bring the boy up to interview? Because you didn't bring him up there for his music. He only got 2 songs. So you didn't bring him up there for his music. He brought him up there because Shorty was viral, he was young and thugging, and he was dissing the dead. So at the end of the interview, you decide to tell this kid, you know, you young, you know, it's only 2 ways out. But it's like, yo, how you gonna tell him that when you brought him up here because he doing these things? So you can't reward the bad behavior and then try to give him game in the same breath. It don't work that way. So what I found out is, I don't know where Shorty parents is at, but his sister raised him. I want y'all to listen to his sister, man. Mind you, his sister is 4 years older than him.
Yeah.
This is his sister right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I look rough. My voice gone, everything. I cannot fix my hair right now. Cannot fix myself. Yeah, I literally just have to force myself to stop crying for this video. If I do cry in this video, please understand why. So yesterday, my little brother was pronounced deceased. Yeah, it's so crazy because if you look on my TikTok, you will see that I was just talking about my little brothers. If you know me, then you know, like, it wasn't a one without the others. Like, if you see me, you see my little brothers. Or if you see me, you definitely seen 50. The little look-alike. My little brother got killed yesterday. Everything just played out so wacky. But now
Down there with the super chat, appreciate it,
pimpin'. Going around and I'm getting blamed. Oh, Jada influenced it. Jada did this. Jada could have stopped it. Jada did that. I knew, like, y'all was gonna blame me. When it first happened, for anything I posted, I knew if I said it, I'm gonna be ready for the internet to try to attack me. But let me tell y'all this. I tried my best. I paid thousands of dollars for sports. Gave them anything they want. More than all different type of cribs. Mind y'all, I'm only 16. I'm taking care of them. My own money, all that before I even have a child. When I got a child, when I had my baby, that's when things started getting wacky. Like, I was like just trying to focus on my child, and I was already going through something. So I like picked them like to the curve a little bit. And they like start making money on their own. But I seen that I got me another crib, and I moved them back in with me before anything got out of hand. It still ended up getting out of hand. I couldn't do nothing. I was trying my best, doing everything, trying to have everything at home for them so everything could be okay. It didn't work. The first thing they just kept saying was they don't want me to keep doing everything for them. They want to do stuff for themselves. I understand that because I was just y'all age. I know what y'all going through. Y'all don't want to depend on nobody. But I'm telling them, it's okay, y'all could depend on me. I wanted to take y'all in. Things just started getting really out of hand. I just have no control. No control. And I slightly do blame myself. Because I should never left them for them 3 months. But I was trying to get myself together, making sure me and my baby was okay. But I'm not gonna sit here and blame myself when I did everything I could. Anything 50 asked me for, it was, leave me alone, little boy. Y'all know that was my baby. I told him I didn't like what was going on. And y'all know the first thing he told me. He said, there's nothing I could do now. And I just looked at him and shook my head.
Yo, look, like this is the thing, right? Yo, we ain't ready to do that, yo. Like this was a I don't know what happened to their parents. I don't know if they was getting high, if they was in prison, or they just, I don't know what the case is. But for this girl at 16 years old to raise her siblings, yo, she tried the best. And a lot of times, not just in her case, a lot of times, yo, when you young, especially if you ain't got no help, if you young and you raising kids, yo, you gonna make a ton of motherfucking mistakes. A ton of mistakes. And this is a girl that had her own child and was also trying to raise her brothers, her 2 little brothers. Like, we ain't ready to put that on her, yo. We ain't ready to do that. She did the best she could fucking do, yo. And sometimes the best ain't good enough. You know, it happens. You know, it happens even as adults. You feel me? So for this girl to be 16 and even attempted that shows who she is as a person and what she would do for her family, yo. So we ain't gonna do that, yo. I didn't even know that was a thing. I ain't know the internet was going around blaming that girl, yo, for her fucking children. I mean, for her little brothers. And I told y'all, yo, once a child is in the streets, you heard the boy told her, ain't nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do, yo. The only thing you can do, yo, is never make the streets an option. As a parent of any age, never make the streets an option, yo. Never make the streets look like this is even a valuable way to go about life, because it ends tragically more times than often. But I ain't ready to sit back and blame this motherfucking 19-year-old girl that was 16, her little brother 3-4 years younger than her, and she trying to raise them while she trying to grow up. Like, we see this every day. Kids raising kids, yo, is a recipe for fucking disaster, yo. And she tried to raise kids that was her siblings. You know, they supposed to have been learning together, and that's probably what it was. But she was forced to however it happened, she was forced to be in a situation where she had to become an adult sooner than later. And she had to raise them to become adults, and she just couldn't do it. She just couldn't do it. Not at any fault of her own, because she was still a kid. So, yo, we ain't ready to do that. I wanted to put that on record, man, because I ain't know the internet was going around blaming that girl. Yo, so look, right? Are y'all familiar with the Menendez brothers in their case? How many of y'all familiar with the Menendez brothers? So let me give people a little overview of what their story is about real quick. Real quick. Because it's a push.
Entertainment mogul Jose Menendez and wife Kitty, sons Eric and Lon.
It's a push right now going on, y'all, to get these kids. Prescriptions. Well, they grown ups now. To get their sentence reduced.
For 33 years, and I've heard of very few murders that were more savage than this one was.
Marcus,
no
what
signs of a
is?
break-in or
Cali.
burglary. Only the bodies of entertainment
Oh, he said
executive
this what
Jose
happened in Cali,
Menendez
yeah.
and his wife Kitty in the family TV room, torn by shotgun blast that one of the neighbor kids heard.
It sounded like pop, pop, pop.
Their college-age sons, 19-year-old Eric and 22-year-old Lyle, said they found the bodies after a night at the movies, but new evidence, ranging from records of the family psychologist to a movie script about a rich kid who kills his parents, now indicates the brothers did it.
We were waiting for
Oh, so
the
they wasn't
glue,
even
if
that
you will,
goddamn
to
young.
bind it all
I
together.
didn't even know that
And just
information. I thought
recently
they was
that
younger
glue
than
has
that.
come about, and I feel that we have a very tight case indeed.
Police arrested Lyle at the family mansion yesterday, younger brother Eric's reportedly returning from an overseas trip to surrender. And like the script Eric once wrote and his mother typed for him, police say the motive was apparently money, a $14 million inheritance to be shared by the brothers. An erased computer record about a will suggests the father was about to make a change. A mob hit over some shady movie deal, say police, is pure fantasy, but it's all the boy's grandmother wants to believe.
In the mafia. This is too much money. I think, this is my opinion.
Both brothers may be arraigned on charges as early as Monday. Jerry Bowen, CBS News, Beverly Hills.
In Los Angeles, jurors are hearing tales of sexual abuse, greed, and cold-blooded murder in the trial of two brothers charged with killing their parents. In opening statements yesterday, lawyers for the two Menendez brothers claim they shot their parents in 1989 after years of abuse. But prosecutors say the real motive was money, an estimated $14 million inheritance.
There's been a major development tonight at the trial of one of the two Menendez brothers charged with murdering their wealthy parents. Correspondent Sandra Hughes is live in Los Angeles with the details. Sandra?
Well, Connie, the jurors deciding the fate of Eric Menendez have deadlocked. They are hung on the most serious charge of first-degree murder and lesser charges against him. The judge has called a mistrial. This does not mean that Eric Menendez will be set free. It is unlikely the judge will let him out of jail because the district attorney has said Eric Menendez will be tried again. 23-year-old Eric and his older brother Lyle are accused of shooting and killing their millionaire parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez, as they watch TV in their Beverly Hills mansion. The brothers admitted the killings, but said they acted out of fear.
Dad said he would kill me if I ever told anyone, and he was serious.
The secret the brothers said they were going to reveal was that Jose had sexually molested both Eric and Lyle for years.
He did what he wanted to me, and I couldn't stop that. And I wanted to, but I couldn't. I don't know why.
But prosecutors said the brothers killed out of hate and greed.
And do you really think that?
Yo, but they 19 and 22 years old, man. Like when did this abuse stop? Cause they killed them when they was adults.
Child abuse justifies murder.
Eric's attorney had tried to paint him as a less culpable younger brother. Leslie Abramson said she never felt the whole jury was open-minded.
I think that there were jurors on this jury who were completely biased, who were the minute they sat down and who still are, and we were not able to reveal that because we were not allowed to ask them any questions.
Meantime, older brother Lyle's jury today asked the judge questions about legal terms separating murder from manslaughter, and they continue deliberating. Connie?
Thank you. Sandra Hughes, live in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles today, the jury returned to the courtroom in the trial of Lyle Menendez. He's one of two brothers charged with murdering their wealthy parents. But as correspondent Sandra Hughes reports, the jury did not return a verdict.
Yeah, that's what we trying to figure out.
It was a judicial repeat of what happened 2 weeks ago.
If they're gonna let them out, they need to let out Lee Malvo Jr. The fuck?
This time, it was the jury deciding the fate of older brother Lyle Menendez.
I find that the jury is hopelessly deadlocked, and the court declares a mistrial.
There was never any question about who killed entertainment mogul Jose Menendez and wife Kitty. Sons Eric and Lyle admitted it in court.
Where did you shoot her?
The street's still run. I shot her close.
The prosecution called it murder for money.
God.
The defense painted a picture of
I already
sexual
saw that
abuse
picture.
by Father Jose.
I just told him that I didn't want to do this. And that it hurt me.
Legal experts say recent trials like those of Damian Williams, Lorena Bobbitt, and now the Menendez brothers illustrate the successful use of the victimization defense.
They victimized me, and since I'm the real victim, I'm not accountable for what I've done.
We took the battered woman syndrome
so that's
and
why
applied
they
it, as I
revisited it.
believe it should be, to anybody who is in a relationship of
No,
unequal
times
power.
change now.
Both Eric and Lyle's juries split down the middle. About half voted for murder and half for manslaughter.
Did you believe him?
Some. The district attorney is adamant about a retrial.
This office is going to try this case again as a first-degree murder case because that's what it is.
That retrial will cost the taxpayers a bundle. The daily judicial tab for a murder trial is $10,000, bringing the cost of this trial to more than $1 million. And it's expected another trial would cost at least that much. Sandra Hughes, CBS News, Los Angeles.
I wonder how much YSO trial costing then. God damn. That should probably cost them fucking $50 million now.
I've said it once, and I'm saying it again. The killings of Jose and Kitty Menendez is murder in the first degree. I regret that all 12 jurors did not agree with us this time, but this office is going to try this case again as a first-degree murder case because that's what it is. I'm very proud of the effort the prosecutorial team made. Pam Bozanich is here. Unfortunately, Lester Kuriyama is still sick, and many of you perhaps knew that he was ill during various parts of the trial. Unfortunately, Lester, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry you're not
We'll
here.
do that, man. You gotta elaborate on that.
We're also proud of the effort made by the Beverly Hills Police Department. Leslie Zoller has been the investigating officer. Without his cooperation, obviously, and his really expert assistance, we wouldn't have gotten this far. Any questions any of you have?
How did you lose the case? Why did you?
Don't talk about losing. We did not lose the case. This is not winning or losing. It's not a...
In fact, that is very much correct.
This is the CBS Evening News. With Dan Rather reporting from CBS News headquarters in New York.
Good evening. It was one of the most notorious murder cases in
So
years.
this 2 years later,
Lyle
they
and Eric
found
Menendez armed themselves with shotguns, then blew away their wealthy parents in their Beverly Hills home. When the first trial ended with hung juries, they were tried again. Again, the brothers said self-defense. The state said greed. Today, Reed Galen reports the jury said guilty of murder in the first degree.
There were no TV cameras in court when Eric and Lyle Menendez finally heard 12 citizens render judgment.
Said was guilty on all counts with special circumstances.
That means the death penalty is possible because the jury believed the brothers did kill their parents with malice and forethought, completely rejecting the notion that the killings were a pardonable conclusion to a life of abuse and torture. Prosecutors said it was really about inheriting the family's millions. The brothers were impassive as the verdicts were announced.
There were no reactions whatsoever. None whatsoever. There were no expressions. There was not a sound.
There never was any doubt how Jose and Kitty Menendez died. He was killed by a point-blank shotgun blast in the back of the head. She was shot and then shot again in the face as she lay on the floor. At the first trial, defense attorneys painted a vivid picture of molestation, abuse, and psychological trench warfare in the family's Beverly Hills mansion. The brothers were so beaten down and scared of their parents that they finally took shotguns into their own hands, the defense said, in a lethal preemptive strike.
I ran around and shot my mom.
Lyle and Eric had separate juries at that first trial, and neither could come to a verdict. Live television coverage of that trial turned the defendants into macabre celebrities, and for many critics, poster boys of a permissive criminal justice system. In this second trial, which began last August, the defense was much more limited in what it could present.
Almost everything Judge Weisberg did helped the prosecution the second time around, especially limiting the defense abuse evidence. As a result, Gil Garcetti has now won a case that he needed to win.
And D.A. Garcetti was
That's
clearly
fucked up.
jubilant.
That's fucked
He
up
and
on
all
the
trial
judge.
participants are still under a gag order. 6.5 years after that bloody night here at the Menendez family home, the jury now takes up the question of whether Eric and Lyle should be executed. This last phase of the trial could involve dozens of witnesses and may last a few more months. Reed Galen, CBS News, Beverly Hills.
Writer Dominic Dunn, an old friend of this broadcast, is an expert on the Menendez case. He literally wrote the book on it. Dominic was in the courtroom today when the verdict was read a short time ago.
At each other at that time, they all remained impassive.
2 juries could not reach a verdict in the first trial. A single jury did reach a verdict this time. What was the difference?
They had a new prosecution team that did an absolutely wonderful job. And I think the main thing that they did was to mock the sexual abuse that the defense has used as its main cornerstone, because in all probability that never happened.
Effective any that the O.J. Simpson trial had on this?
I think the O.J. Simpson trial had an enormous effect on this. I think there was such an outcry that someone whom everyone felt was guilty walked.
Okay, so I see what they're trying to. So the prosecution is saying that they got limited. The defense is saying that the judge kind of handicapped their defense because they wasn't able to speak to the shit. My bad, I ain't supposed to go to that. They wasn't able to speak to the abuse. And he's saying that the O.J. Simpson verdict had burns on a case, which it shouldn't have. So let's see where we at now today. Today they are saying that. I know I clicked the shit. Why is it not in my history? Watch later. Here we go.
Getting 8 ads every 20 minutes is actually diabolical. Meet Pi, the ad blocker that actually works on Twitch, aka every...
A big decision today from the district attorney's office, but there are still some steps that have to be taken before we could potentially see them be released. Let's bring in criminal defense attorney Manny Medrano. He's been following the case with us, worked with us back in the day, covered the case back in the 90s. Manny, what did you make today of George Gascon's news conference?
Well, my initial reaction is blockbuster. I mean, this is pretty extraordinary, a unique decision by a district attorney who, as we all know now, is running up against a very tough opponent to get reelected as the district attorney.
So the district attorney wants to
But having said that, let me be very clear about the next steps, because it's not that complicated. The starting point is Gascon's office is going to file by tomorrow a petition to resentence the Menendez brothers in that case. And they're going to say, we are removing life without parole. That's now off the table. Now it's life with the possibility of parole. And because of the age of the defendants at the time of the offense, they are now eligible for parole. And that was never the case before, okay? Because it's what you call an LWOP, a life without parole case. So they'll file the papers tomorrow. The defense will get the papers and file their own papers. And then the judge will set a hearing date. The DA right now said she'd like to have a hearing within 30 to 45 days. And then the judge will rule in 30 to 45 days. And by the way, one more thing you need to know, one additional step. Even if the judge agrees with all of this, that, yeah, I think they're eligible for parole, the parole board still has to take a look at it. Okay, they have to give their final stamp of approval because they're the ones that make those key decisions whether or not someone is eligible for parole. One last thought. I found extraordinary.
So they've been about 30 years?
Okay, toward the end of his
28
comments,
years?
District Attorney Gascon saying, and by the way, it's very possible that my own members of my office will oppose the resentencing. And I thought that just spoke volumes about the dissension within Gascon's office, because from day one for him, he's been butting heads with many of his own prosecutors.
Yeah, Gascon mentioned that a lot of people in the district attorney's office do not agree that the Menendez brothers should be released. They do not even believe that they were molested in any case. You did mention this will go to a judge next. He's had more than 300 resentencings during his 4-year tenure now, Manny. Do you believe that in this case, a judge would agree with his decision to resentence?
I think that's very likely.
Yo, that is very rare.
I want to read.
Yo, that is very rare for the prosecution to want to resentence somebody. That's rare. I ain't gonna lie, that's rare. I know they got a Netflix special going on right now, and they done gained a lot of public interest, especially with the younger generation that probably knew nothing about these guys. But I thought they had 4 consecutive life sentences or something like that.
The tea leaves, which is what I often do. Just don't hold me to it if I'm wrong. I think there's a very, very good chance that the judge in this case is going to go along with the recommendation of the district attorney's office. So when you have the DA saying, let's do it, and you have the defense team unequivocally saying, yes, let's resentence, and then the final step is just the parole board, I think the judge is going to go along with this. I have no doubt. And don't be surprised if the Menendez brothers make an appearance in court in Los Angeles County in 30 to 45 days if they don't appear by video.
So what happens with the parole board? Do you believe that they will go ahead with the judge just if the judge says, yes, I want to go ahead with the recommendations?
Well, I've dealt with parole boards before when I've had clients who are trying to apply for early parole. And it's a multifaceted approach because, yes, the parole board members will listen to they'll review the evidence. They'll see what have the defendants, have they owned up to what?
They definitely ready to get They definitely ready to get resentenced. For certain, they ready to get resentenced. Yeah, but I want y'all to look at this. So, Charlemagne the God. Hold on, let me read this first. It says Judge Gascon confirms he will resentence tomorrow, making them eligible for parole immediately. Gascon said there was not a universal agreement on this among his prosecutors. There are people in the office that strongly believe Menendez brothers should stay in prison for the rest of their lives, and they do not believe they were molested. And they are, we just heard that. Based on Gascon's commentary, Menendez brothers will be eligible for release under an elder parole if resentenced to 50 years to life. Governor Newsom could very well veto the parole board's decision, even if both a judge and parole board concur with Gascon's assessment. However, because of the alleged abuse and molestation they sustained, the Menendez brothers were desperate. They've been in prison for approximately 35 years, and the DA says he believes they paid their debt to society. Well, I think a lot of people. So what about the guys locked up on drug charges? The fuck, Larry Hoover, did he pay his debt to society yet? See, that's the thing about these things, yo. Like, yo, you can't just do this without revisiting a whole bunch of other people's sentences. Can't do that, yo. But I want y'all to look at this back and forth that Charlemagne had with Anderson Cooper on CNN. And then we're gonna go to YSL.
Apparently, Trump's is going to tape a thing with Joe Rogan. Do you think she should do that?
I think that she should keep calling Donald Trump a fascist. And I think that Americans need to keep looking at the rhetoric of Donald Trump, because I don't know why we're even thinking about electing somebody who's talking about putting people in camps. I don't know why why we want to elect somebody who's talking about mass deportation. I don't know why we're having this conversation about somebody who wants to terminate the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. Are we supposed to be a patriotic country? Whenever somebody like Colin Kaepernick takes a knee in this country, everybody talks about, oh, that's so unpatriotic. But a guy can say he wants to terminate the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election and nobody cares. Like even me bringing it up now, you brought it back to Kamala and Joe Rogan. Anderson.
Yeah.
Who gives a damn?
Well, I think you give a damn who's elected president, and I'm asking you.
That president is a fascist. That's talking about putting people in camps. That's talking about, once again, terminating the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. That's talking about, jailing his political opponents. Like, that rhetoric doesn't scare people.
We talk about this every single. This is what
I care about politics.
every night.
I don't think y'all have enough conversations about it. I feel like I heard more on this network about is Kamala Harris black than I do about, Donald Trump being a fascist.
Well,
am I wrong, Angela?
Honestly, that's bullshit. I'm sorry.
Oh, I like that.
That's
Go
ahead, Anderson. No, I'm not. Look, I'm a huge fan of yours. Okay. But to say that we're sitting around discussing is Kamala Harris black, like
I've seen that.
Apparently Trump's is going to tape a thing with Joe Rogan.
Man, I care about policy. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Policy over everything. But look what's going on in the YSL trial, y'all. So a couple days ago, y'all, we talked about YSL, and we talked about how the case is baloney. I've been saying that shit since probably when I read the paperwork, I said the case was phony. I've been saying that shit probably for 2 years now. Now, everybody is starting to realize that. I think everybody realized that for the last couple months that this case is bullshit. It needs to be tossed. Young Thug ain't have nothing to do with these guys. Y'all make sure I hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, But he ain't had nothing to do with these guys. They wasting taxpayers' money. They got Woody on the stand playing. We seen Monton go to jail. And the messed up thing about this, y'all, that's why it's always better to just stand firm. Stand firm. Because them guys that's on them plea deals, regardless of whatever happened with Thug and the ones on trial, them guys that's on them plea deals they're gonna have to complete them. They're gonna have to complete it. Whatever term they got, 10 years, 15 years probation, 9 years probation, they're gonna have to finish that probation. But this case is ready to get tossed out. So what's going on now is, well, yesterday we talked about the judge said she would mistrial it. Well, she didn't say she would mistrial, but she said she would consider a mistrial without prejudice, which means that they can try him again. Now, shout out to infamous Sylvia. She been covering this case every day. But listen to what she had to say.
Well, you guys already got the information about the attorneys going to Fani's office to see about the plea deal. From what I know, Jeffrey turned it down, Shannon turned it down, and I believe Yak turned it down. Now, as far as anybody else, I don't quite know. Well, you guys already got the information about the attorneys going to Fani's office.
I got you, Al.
To see about the plea deal. From what I know, Jeffrey said he was not going to do it. He is not going to do it. He's not. You know how many offers they have given him already? They're not doing it. The only offer I would take from them if they drop the case totally and never bring it back, that would be the only option I would take myself if I was him. That would be.
Yeah, it don't make logical sense for Thug to take a plea deal. The case is garbage. It don't make logical sense. Exposed 2 snitches last night. Do y'all think they're involved? He wore a wire? Wow. Yeah, but this don't mean it's got anything to do with the case. He might got something to do with the case. His ass wore a wire and he this close to dirt. Now, this guy right here, we don't know who this guy is. We got another one. They probably just exposing rats. I don't think Dirk gonna get indicted, y'all. I think Dirk is well aware. It's not really a free man despite rings have been picked up. Oh, so Dirk ain't never was even picked up. I think Dirk was aware that these indictments was coming. That's why all the change was happening. you know, the Muslim, the pushing the peace. I think Dirk was aware because Dirk is connected in the industry, and the industry is connected to the government. So I think Dirk was aware, and Dirk and these guys knew that they was ready to come down on him. Dirk probably made a deal with him, like, y'all gonna take care of y'all family for life. You good, you ain't gotta worry about nothing, everybody gonna be straight. And I doubt if it's gonna touch Dirk. I doubt if it's gonna touch Dirk. But this is what bothers me about rappers. Like I said earlier in the video, they talk all this death and destruction, and they got millions. They got millions of kids following them, but the kids following them, when they gotta face their consequences, rappers don't. And then when they do face their consequences, it's very marginal compared to what they actually could have for the crimes that they committed. I don't really fuck that bothers me. And we seen it too many times. Like I said, we just seen it with Young Boy. Young Boy caught 27 months, and Young Boy got caught with 4 firearms. Like, how did that happen? How do you get 27 months and you get caught with 4 firearms? It don't really make sense. Young Boy should have caught a whole bunch of time, but he didn't. Dirk, allegedly, it looks like it's obvious that Dirk or somebody very close to Dirk is involved in this conspiracy or involved in this plot to kill Lord Pad, but he not gonna get arrested. He's not gonna get arrested. He's gonna duck it just because he's too valuable. Dirk going to prison, y'all, would be a major hit to whatever label. He probably their top selling artist. You can't take out top selling artists. So what it sound like is they probably made a deal with Dirk. Look, Dirk, you're gonna have to switch everything up. You got to switch everything up. You gonna have to push peace in Chicago. You got to, you know what I mean? They probably gave him a little roadmap. And you're gonna be alright. But your friends, your homeboys, your compadres, your brothers, yeah, they got to go. They're gonna take this fall. But it looks like to me that Brick Baby is very concerned. And he definitely told. I ain't trying to hear, I was joking. I ain't trying to hear none of that. That boy told. Because two of them guys in that indictment is from California. Because in the paperwork we read earlier, it only said 3 were from Chicago. And they're getting 5 people. So 2 of them guys was from Cali. And Brick Baby knew about it. He knew about it. Because you need a Cali connection to even set the whole thing up. You gotta have a Cali connection. It's hard as hell to find somebody if you ain't got no clue where they is. Trust me. you gotta at least have a general area where they're gonna be. And in the paperwork it says somebody got the drop of what hotel that Quando Rondo was in. Quando Rondo, after the shooting, dropped this flag that lets you know what it is. He dropped this flag. Matter of fact, let me find that video. Hold on, let me find that video right quick. Remember, that was the rumor back then when he dropped this flag. Wow, y'all's computer be geeking sometimes, man. Hold up. We gotta find. I'm trying to find the live when he zapped all out. Oh no, he ain't zapped out. He put up a post. The DJ Academics did a video on that. Hit that like button, y'all.
Oh, holy. Now, Quando Rondo, people, okay? He's fine his overtime your arms. Here's sense of me being a...
He say, I'm not. Hold on. Okay. This is what he said, y'all, when he dropped this flag. I'm not jump out gang either. Ain't no loyalty in this shit. I'm my own man. I laid my flag down. I'm not neighborhood, y'all. I ain't going to ride for a nigga for real. I'm not neighborhood, y'all. Ain't going to ride for a nigga for real. There's no sense of me being a part of y'all shit. Being the shit y'all fuck with. The opposition. You see that? Ain't no sense of me being a part of y'all stuff. Y'all fuck with the opposition. I don't give a fuck who feel hit fuck you. Y'all hate reading rappers' words, man. I don't give a fuck who feel hit fuck you, and if you can't feel where I'm coming from on this, you a bitch ass nigga. Cause I don't take rocket science. It don't take rocket science to see what the fuck going on. Everybody already hate me. I ain't tripping on extra hate. I'm about to focus on my family and the ones who really give a drop a tear if I die. That's what Quando Rondo said once Pab got killed. For everybody, let me just read it. It say, for everybody, that should look blurry. He said, fuck everybody. I mean, that shit, I fuck with a select few people. My circle super tight. I fuck with Lord D, Trench, Los, Big Dude, and Lord Tim. It's too much going on. Yo, many finger pointings, too many people talking behind my back. I got too much weight on my shoulders. I'm standing on all 10. I love Pab like a fuck, but I'm not going to Cuz funeral. I know where me and Cuz stand at. Fuck how everybody feel. Keep that shit to yourself. Nobody know what the hell going on. Nobody know what the hell I'm going through. I watched my homie die. I want to see a lot of y'all wake up and keep a level head. After that, I'm focusing on myself and my little girl. That's who I'm living for all the time. That's what I'm living for. They don't ever put periods. Ever. Like rappers never put periods. That's who I'm living for all the time. I miss with her. On top of that, I'm not in a relationship. I ain't tied to no girl. Yeah, so that's what he said, y'all. He was talking tough. That shit fucked him up. Yo, but that's what I was saying earlier, yo. Yo, King Von, yo, for every cause there's a reaction, y'all. For every cause there's a reaction, y'all. And King Von's decision making, yo, affected so many people that night. So many people that night got affected, yo. And to think, yo, all this shit was over a fucking girl. All of it over a girl. That was NBA Youngboy girl first. King Von tried to get back at Youngboy. Them two had whatever they had going on, which prompted King Von to swing on Quando Rondo, who in his mind, you let him tell it, he ain't even had no beef with Shorty. Which and then prompted Quando Rondo career to go to the fucking sewage. After that, it prompted somebody to put money on Quando Rondo. Now all it's like your decision making is key. Decision making is key, y'all. And if you got a renegade on your team and y'all not on no renegade shit, then he don't deserve to be on the team, man. Cause he gonna sink the whole ship. Yo, that's one thing when you're dealing with a team, yo, we all gotta be on the same page. If we on gangster shit, we on gangster shit. If we on money shit, we on money stuff. But we can't mix the two. And that's what King Von did. King Von tried to mix the two. And that's why he did in the still destruction. Those people still falling behind King Von decision making. Look at the old Block 6. Locked up, life in prison. Well, they ain't even catch their time yet. I think some of them gonna come home, to be honest. But to even have to go through the shit that they went through, for these guys to go through the shit that they went through, it's all based on King Von decision making, y'all. Damn, that shit crazy. What's up, Benji? Shit cool. We ready. Ended now. We've been live for 2 hours. Y'all know we go live 11 o'clock every day. Every day, y'all. Monday through Sunday. Yo, but should I appreciate everybody that tapped in? You know, it's almost 1 o'clock. Salute to everybody. If y'all want to support the platform, Cash App at the bottom. Yo, we gonna get the paperwork. I can't go off of DJ Academics because he putting his own narrative in there. And I don't like his narrative. I think his narrative is way off. Yo, so we got to get the paperwork and we're going to go through it the right way. If I was DJ Academics, he need to stop doing paperwork because he does a horrible job at it. He don't know enough about the criminal justice system. He never been arrested. He never been indicted. He probably don't got no friends that ever been arrested or indicted. Like, yo, he need to stay out of that shit because that's not your lane. It's not your lane. Like, it really ain't. I might edit that whole part out the video because it kind of fucked my video up because his narrative is not accurate. It's not accurate. He got to talking about the reason why one guy wasn't indicted. He probably the one telling. No, yo, he probably just don't know. You know, in situations like that, yo, whoever put this play together, when them guys from Chicago came, they probably didn't know all of them. More than likely, they didn't know all of them. And in that situation, yo, you're not transferring names. You feel me? Like if I'm coming from Chicago to handle some business in LA, I'm not gonna introduce you to like we ain't gotta do that. We here on business. We ain't even gotta talk. You might never even seen me before. So whoever told in California didn't know all the guys from Chicago. That's why one of the guys not indicted. It's not because he told. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. Another day, KBG News, and I'm out.